Israel was on the brink of that dividend. You know, we've seen the Abraham Accords and the normalization deals that Israel signed with various Arab countries. And then on October 7th last year, you saw the Hamas attack. And it seems to have shattered the peace dividend that Israel could have reaped after all these years of conflict. Do you think that you still have a shot at making those relationships work?
Trust is very important. Trust is fundamental. Trust is the beginning. In 2008, beginning of 2009, to resolve the historical conflict between us and the Palestinians, which is the basis for everything that will develop in the Middle East. And this was when I presented as the Prime Minister of Israel to the President of the Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas, or as he is known also as Abu Mazen, a peace plan on the basis of a two-state solution. This was presented to the Palestinians at the end of 2008, beginning of 2009, officially by the Prime Minister of the State of Israel on behalf of the State of Israel, and it was the maximum that then or since then or in any time in the future the Palestinians will be able to get within the framework of an agreement, if the Israeli government will be willing to make the necessary compromises at the end of the day to allow the creation of a Palestinian state within a framework of an agreement between us and them, and if the Palestinians will have the courage and the leadership to come along. At the present time, the main obstacle for a comprehensive rearrangement of the entire Middle East is the lack of will on both sides.
We talked about multilateral institutions like the United Nations. The other is American leadership, Mr. Olmert. And we've seen US leadership being questioned and challenged, and we've seen it failing in Gaza, in Afghanistan, in Ukraine. What do countries like Israel then do? Do they look for other allies, or do they wait for America to get its act together? And this is an America that is heading into an election with the possibility of Donald Trump being on the ballot, the man who talks about walking out of multilateral engagements. What option? I mean, who is going to reinforce or enforce that security apparatus?
I must say that you must have a great sense of humor, which I admire. You know, when you ask me whether America will put its act together, and immediately afterwards you say, and Donald Trump will become president of America. This is putting its act on reverse and endangering the stability of the entire world. So if the first thing that I can wish for America is that if the choice is between Biden and Trump, you know, I think you all understand what is good for America. Good for America is to have someone who may not have necessarily all the energies that we expect from someone who is the President of the United States. But thank God he doesn't have the energies that the other one has.